Okay. So here you are on the booth of Mazel Gallery 28, where we dedicate a solo show to Seip, a Franco-Swiss artist, already known for his very large-scale frescoes. And so here we are showing his photograph and unique composition for the first time in an art fair. And we are pleased to be here at Photo Basel because we are really in between artists in terms of composition and way to work, because basically Seip is a land artist and he uses photograph to show and spread his work, because it's the only way to keep the memory of the installation. So it was very meaningful for us to be here at Photo Basel. So here you can discover 8 photographs and original composition made by the artist.
Wow, I mean, I'm Seip, I'm 32, and I'm known to paint directly on grass huge biodegradable frescoes. So each fresco, is linked with the environment and the history of the place. And I work on 3 different series. The first one is called Beyond Walls, and the idea is to create the biggest human chain in the world. So I can show you here, I've got one. This is the 9th step of this project. So I did for the moment 10 steps. And as you can see, this is the human chain that I'm speaking about. And here it's in Cape Town. In Cape Town I painted 3 different frescoes. Here in Sea Point, which is the rich part of the city, I would say, and then 2 other frescoes directly on the township. Here it's in Geneva in 2018, and I did this project to support an association which is called SOS Mediterrane, who rescue people in Mediterranean Sea. And just for the history of this project, because I think it's interesting, when I did the project, there was a lot of medias and a lot of people speaking about this project, and that moved some line in the political system of Switzerland. So it was a very interesting one. Here it's a unique artwork of an artwork that I did in Lesion in 2020 for the... Yes. And I spoke about the crisis of the COVID. Here it's a unique artwork, because as you can see, there is like the sketch that I used to paint and some little stick of wood that I put directly on the ground to help me to understand where I am on the ground when I'm painting. This is the 3rd step of my Beyond Walls project in Geneva in 2019. Here another unique artwork, and it was the 10th step of my Beyond Walls project in Benin. The other painting that I did in Benin too. Here there's 14 million people that left during the slave story. This is why I chose this beach to paint this painting. And this is another unique artwork. This is a painting that I did in the French Alps. Here it's a specific one because it is on sand, so it was very hard to paint, because I used to paint directly on grass but not on sand. As you can imagine, if it's windy, the fresco will blow away, so it's hard to manage the wind, the weather and the rest. But to understand where I am directly on the ground, I put this kind of stick of wood, and that gives me a scale of the ground, I would say. And then I use a pen that one of my assistants do with natural pigments, which is chalk and charcoal mixed with water, and I will spread directly with this biodegradable paint on the ground to create these frescoes. This is it.
Very easy.
Very easy.